creative control, I think, we make films so that people can think.
Ali actually had never come across our radar. It wasn't something that we had been thinking about a project on. It didn't take too much convincing to get us interested in doing a project on Muhammad Ali and its BET News. So those two together is always like puts that at another level, because you're dealing with a man that did so much for our culture, and you're dealing with the network that represents our culture.
But one thing we thought about was the fact that it was 1 million documentaries on Muhammad Ali. Like, okay, so how can we do ours different? Like, what can we do to set ours apart from all of these docs on them? So what we did was we were like, let's tell this doc from our perspective, from how his legacy impacted us. You know what I mean? Our culture.
In our doc, we have kids that are 7 years old. When it comes from somebody like that, that's telling you how you impact them, you don't expect that.
There's a lot of soul in it, you know what I mean? Like, people actually came from the heart, like Jim Brown came from the heart. He said it, when he walked in the room, he was like, oh, y'all some young black kids and doing, like, kids, I guess kids to him, you know what I mean? He like, oh, okay, and he just opened up, and everybody, it's like they just opened up and put everything they could in it.
Every single person we interviewed had some sort of special relationship, or some sort of impact that he's impacted their life in a major way.
Tyrese was somebody who we was like, okay, well, how could Tyrese tie in the story? We went to go get him, and he went and met Muhammad Ali, and he said when he went to meet him, his housekeeper, he walked in and Muhammad Ali was watching old films of himself. When he told us that, the mindset became, we're making this documentary for Muhammad Ali, nobody else. This doc is for him to watch and see how we feel about him.
A lot of times for projects, the directors, we come on and we're the ones that, outside of the talent on the screen, we're the next ones to talk about something. But the most integral key part, ain't none of this happening without Marjorie, without a producer that actually sees the bigger picture, knows how to keep all the pieces together from a behind the scenes point of view.
To see some brothers who are interested in knowing the true story, they're not going for whatever was sensational or about anything that's negative. They want the positive story. They want to know what the impact is. They want to know the legacy, and that's their motivation. And I'm 100% behind. If that's your motivation, I will do anything for you.
It's that magic, you know what I mean? And that is bigger than us. That's God to us. You say that to me, you know what I'm saying? When the universe, you tap into that, and you gotta be willing to understand it, have faith to even tap into that. So that's super important. But all our projects, we go into it with that, knowing that there's a bigger reason for all this stuff. God wanted us to tell the story. We didn't decide to tell the story, but for a reason, it fell in our lap. We telling it, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People that made these huge sacrifices, sometimes in their lifetime don't get the respect back to know that how appreciated it was. And we're showing you that we understand that without that, this wouldn't exist. And people need to feel that love back.
I really want them to look at this doc and be like, man, perfect. I did what I needed to do, and and I'm happy to see that what I did impacted these people. Muhammad Ali, the people's child, we want you to
realize the power that one individual can have as one person, and how much of a difference you can make, not only in your time, but in other times in future generations.
Right. We want, leave a legacy.
Use your creative artillery. Share what's at stake for you.